the high seas. Pisces, cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi everybody, welcome to your August 2018 readings with me. So I wanted to record a little bit of an intro video. I'm going to try my best not to make it too long, guys, but you know me, I love talking to you. So this month's videos are a bit different. I'm using my Triple Goddess Tarot deck, and I'm only using this except for in Gemini's video, because Gemini had the most views last month, so I did pull a few extra cards for the Gemini reading, but this is what the box looks like. A lot of people ask me about this deck. I got it at a spiritual shop in the mall, but very, very cool imagery, and I have never seen anyone else use it. So it's the Triple Goddess deck. If you want to look for the author, it's going to be listed in the description if you guys are interested in this tarot deck. I think it's a really nice deck. So anyways, guys, as far as the readings go this month, they're very intuitive. I don't have any kind of setup, which is kind of strange for me, especially when Virgo season is this close. I usually have some sort of more detailed layout, but I wanted to just flow. Another cool fact about this month's readings is that I'm using reversals. This deck is very, very cool for reversals because the back of the cards, no matter what way they're faced, they're the same imagery kind of. So I used reversals this month, which opened up a whole new can of worms, a whole new world. You know, I do reversals sometimes, but I've never really done them as far as my personal readings, or I've never done them in my monthly readings. But if a card comes out and it's reversed, of course I'm going to read it as reversed. But yeah, this time there's cards that are actually in reverse as I shuffle them in the deck, not that they just fall out and turn reverse themselves. So reversals this month, you guys, which is really unique because these cards have completely different meanings when they're in reverse. So I have opened up reversals for this month, so that's a cool fact. Other than that, I have a 6-card spread, basically the three cards for the first couple weeks of the month, and then 3 cards for the last couple weeks of the month. So yeah, guys, definitely interesting energy coming out so far for August. I have not recorded all the entire videos yet as I record this intro, but so far there's a lot of energy that I feel in the readings. There's a lot of hard messages coming out, and I think that's because this month is mainly experienced with the 7 planets retrograde. We have so many planets in retrograde pushing us to reflect on all these hard different areas of our life. Saturn's retrograde, Chiron, Neptune, I believe Mars, and I think Pluto's still retrograde, and Jupiter went direct and Venus went direct. So there you go. The only 2 planets that are direct right now are, oh, and Mercury's retrograde too, of course. Mercury is about to go direct though, guys, in a few days, around the 19th, I believe. So we'll have to get through the shadow period of that, but there is 7 planets retrograde with only 2 planets straight up, which is Venus and Jupiter. Oh, and Neptune's retrograde too. So there, I must have named all the planets now. The only 2 direct, as I've already mentioned, is Venus, who's in Libra. So as far as, you know, August goes, you guys, this is Virgo and Leo energy. Hopefully you like my little Leo theme here. I put on my cheetah bathing suit for the theme. So yeah, most of this month I believe belongs to Leo. I believe September is Virgo's month because we go into September in Virgo season. We go into August in Leo season. So as I've mentioned in my new moon video, there was an eclipse in Leo this month on the 11th. We've had 3 eclipses this month, you guys. 3, well, not this month, but we had eclipse in Cancer, lunar, solar, I think it was solar, lunar, solar. And as the Leo King mentioned, we have not had that happen since 2011, I believe, maybe 2009. It's been a few years. This is very rare for us to have 3 eclipses. Usually we only have 2. Sometimes we have 4, but 3 is very rare. So it's kind of like a trinity. If you ask me, I feel like Cancer, Aquarius, and Leo are up to something, since those were the 3 signs involved with the eclipse's energy. But yeah, guys, we just got through. As I record this, it's August 15th. We have gotten through the major eclipse energy, which is super sudden changes, new beginnings and endings. Eclipses can cause all these random energies in your life. Now, eclipses are cycles of 6, so these can affect us up to the six months. And we're dealing with the North Node in Leo and the South Node in Aquarius, which are going to be there until mid-November, I believe. So this is very much opening up, you know, doors to past lives, you guys, and things about the life we're about to enter. This is the North Node and the South Node. I'm going to have videos coming out about that. But guys, these eclipses fall on the North and South Node pathways. So, you know, the next series of eclipses we're going to have are going to be in Cancer and Capricorn. So Cancer, Capricorn, get ready for this eclipse energy, and for the moon's North and South nodes to enter your sign. So as I was saying, guys, this month is shared by Leo and Virgo energy. So Leo energy is all about, it's the 5th house, right? So we go into August with this 5th house energy of pleasure. Leo is all about pleasure. Leo is ruled by the sun. So for the first half of August, we are under the influence of the sun in integrity. The sun is very, very comfortable in Leo. The sun rules Leo, right? So this is about the center of our galaxy, the center of our universe, right? Who we are, almost like ego a little bit. We know like Leos are the prideful lions. So, you know, this is about who we really are. Leo is about authenticity. So this is about our heart's true desires, and this is the North Node, you guys. So this is the sun passing over the North Node. This is Mercury retrograde in Leo. You know, we had at one point around the 11th, we had the moon and the sun and Mercury in the North Node all together as a stellium. So Leo energy is very important. Leo energy has been important and will be important up until November. Leo energy is always important, but it's just really highlighted in our universe right now with the sun being there, ruling Leo, ruling awareness and happiness and warmth and light and the inner child and, you know, like I said, the heart. So, you know, this month is really about our heart's desires. And the new moon, which is one of the major things happening in this month in Leo, is very important for setting new intentions. I have a whole video about the new moon, so if you want to check that out, that's in my videos. But as far as August, guys, I just know that, you know, we had Venus and Virgo we went into August with Venus and Virgo, I believe. Venus just now entered Libra. It's going to be there for the all of August, and it will eventually move into Scorpio. Mercury is retrograde. Jupiter has went direct. All the retrogrades are really important for this month because, like I was mentioning, this is definitely things coming back up from the past. When we have 7 planets in retrograde, it's nearly, and this is retrograde city, just like the Leo King says. I've been watching him a lot lately. We have a full moon. Holy crap, can't forget to mention that, guys. I'm just trying to be a little bit brief here because I am making some changes that I'm going to talk to you about here in a bit. But there is a full moon in Pisces at the end of the month, guys. This is very important. I'm not going to talk too much about that right now because you know me, I'm always going to have videos for the Pisces full moon or for full moons and new moons and eclipses and stuff like that. So please keep an eye out for my Pisces full moon video where I'm going to pull a tarot card for all the 12 signs as far as guidance, and then, you know, I'll just channel some stuff about Pisces energy and the full moon energy. So yeah, guys, new moon in Leo this month, full moon in Pisces at the end of the month. Mercury retrograde, Venus and Virgo moved into Libra. Mars is moved into Capricorn, where it's exalted. Mars was in Aquarius. Mars was featured in that full moon eclipse in Aquarius last month. Now it's back in Capricorn, and it'll be there for a while, and then it'll go back into Aquarius. It'll head back into Aquarius as it goes back direct. And then, you know, Jupiter, I mentioned, is back direct, which is really awesome, in Scorpio energy. So this is definitely, you know, this is our fortune. This is expansion, moving forward now. It's always good to have a planet back. So there's going to be this Neptune and Jupiter trine going on this month too. That's another thing I wanted to mention is this month, especially in the beginning of the month, there was a lot of squares. Like if you guys watch the planets, if you deal with Planet Watcher, there was the sky you can actually pull up a picture of the sky, and the sky looked nuts. I mean, there was all these red lines and squares. Oh, it was definitely a nice visual of what actually is going on. Lots of squares. Squares are really, really harsh energies that You know, they just kind of, they need compromise. You need to meet halfway with squares. So we had a lot of squares, guys. And, you know, I'm sure we're all feeling this kind of jarring energy. We're feeling very, very conflicted and, you know, confused. But, you know, this energy is going to pass, you guys. Virgo energy is coming in this month, okay? So we're going to spend the first half of the month really assessing our true heart's desires, stepping into this the new version of ourselves that Leo is showing us. This has to do with our destiny and where we're going in life with the North Node. So you want to follow your true heart's direction. And then, you know, at the second half of the month, we move from this fifth house energy collectively to this sixth house energy, which is health. The health of our universe is going to come up. The lifestyle we're all living collectively, the service we offer others. This is Virgo. And Virgo is good with details, okay? Virgo is this earth energy. We haven't had earth energy since Taurus. So this has been a few months here without earth. So this is all going to ground, you know, the passion that we're feeling. And all, even some of us are feeling angry and just kind of wired and like, I don't know, jet-lagged, whatever you want to call it. Like we have all this energy, but no drive. But Mars is going to help with that. And then, you know, Virgo's going to come in and ground all this for us and logically analyze, you know, what's real about our lifestyle. I like Virgo. You know, I'm a Pisces. Virgo is my opposite sign. This is the seventh house for Pisces. And again, guys, in the videos, I'm going to be breaking down where Leo is for all of you guys independently and where Virgo is. So we've got fifth house and sixth house energy, which means we're experiencing the cusp of exposure this month. So the Leo Virgo cusp is the cusp of exposure. So this cusp is obviously going to expose some deep things about our lifestyle and about our pleasures and about maybe our hidden pleasures and how fun our lifestyles actually are or aren't. But the cusp of exposure can expose anything. You know, anytime anything moves from Leo to Virgo, it goes through the cusp of exposure. That might be something that you want to look up, especially if you're born around the 17th and the 25th of August. This is that really heavy exposure energy where things are going to come up to the surface and, you know, really weird times, you guys. But as a Pisces, my advice is always to go with the flow and, you know, to just kind of take it easy as the universe sorts some of this stuff out. Okay, the universe has gone through a lot of changes too. A lot of people don't realize that the universe has a body too, a mind, a heart, a head, a purpose, a desire. So these things are all working themselves out, as above, so below, the universe within us within the universe. So, you know, I think we should just look forward to some of the details becoming more grounded at the end of the month. And like I said, that cusp of exposure that the sun's going to go through and the moon, and, you know, the moon becoming full in Pisces at the end of the month, which wraps up our whole entire zodiac. And then we start fresh with a new full moon in Aries next month when Libra season comes in. You know, we're at August, guys. It's kind of nuts, but yeah, and also I just want to mention here before I end the video and head into the readings, guys, I think I'm going to start doing things a little bit differently. I'm not really sure if it's necessary anymore to have, you know, intros in my videos. I don't know, guys. I might record very short intros like, hey guys, welcome to your video, see you, bye. But as far as the astrology that I go into, I've had a lot of signs from my personal spirit guides to just kind of switch that up. I'll be able to get my videos out a lot earlier, a lot sooner. It's these intros that kind of, you know, keep me from having my videos out at the beginning of August. I always have my videos come out like end of the month, and it's like, why does anyone want to hear about August when, you know, my July videos were really late too. I didn't get many people watching those messages. So I think it's just best if I start recording my astrology videos separately. So for those of you who really like hearing about, you know, different planets and where those are at, I'm going to start uploading separate astrology videos about Jupiter and Neptune and Mercury and retrogrades and squares and all that. That way I can kind of fully focus on astrology in one area, and then I can focus on tarot here. So I think in September I'm really going to start that, guys, where when you click on my video, there's no longer an intro. You just get right in. And I'm going to try not to talk too much about astrology, because there's some people who really just don't have the time to listen to my videos for hours. All my videos are like hours long. So there is some changes coming to my channel, guys. And I just think that's for the best. But for those of you who really do like astrology, that's still going to be available for you. I'm still open for personal readings. Thank you so much to those who have donated and who have helped me out by just supporting my channel. As you guys know, some of you who have watched me for a while now, I don't work in the physical world as of right now. Who knows? I might in the future, but for a while now, I've just really been diving into my own creative, spiritual Pisces second house. My resources come from very spiritual things. So I just want to personally thank all of you who reach out to me and trust me with your spiritual guidance. It means the world to me. This is something I'm very passionate about. So thank you guys for watching, and those of you who have subscribed and supported me, it means so much. Welcome to all the new watchers, all the cross watchers, and people who are new watching for the first time. I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, let's jump into your personal readings, guys. Bye. Leo, hi. Happy birthday, guys. Hopefully August birthday Leos are, you know, having fun during their solar returns. I just sat down for the day you're my first recording of the day. I finished Cancer last night, so I'm starting the day off with you Leos. And, you know, it was so interesting. I shuffled my cards a little bit last night, and they wanted to stop on the strength card. So that's what was here right now. And I kind of, when I opened my cards today, I was like, well, damn, I didn't even realize that I'm starting with the Leo reading, and the strength card is right there. So that's kind of symbolic to me, telling me that the cards are pretty much ready for you. My spirit guides already knew how this was going to roll, that I was going to be doing Leo's reading today. So I am going to shuffle a little bit more, guys. And you know, just let my guides tell me if there's any cards that need to be reversed or anything like that. So I'm just going to shuffle here in a minute after I clear the energy, because this is my first reading today. So I was about to start a personal reading a minute ago, and that didn't work out. So I'm going to do your reading, Leo. And I'm going to clear the energy just in case. You know, I want this to be very clear and neutral for you guys. There's a few special things I'm going to do for you because of all these eclipses energies. The North and the South Node right now are very much like activated. You know, you're the North Node, Leo. So for those of you who don't know, you might want to look that up and what that means for you personally as a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watcher, whatever. I'm just clearing the energy for that because there's a lot of energy I'm able to feel as a Pisces. And, you know, this is your season, Leo, so a lot of energy from the sun, a lot of energy from Mercury retrograde affecting you. You know, some of you guys might really be down on your strength, even though that's what you represent in the zodiac. So I'm clearing you, Leo. And this Pisces right here has your back. You know, I'm just setting the intent that you're strengthened, you know. And I'm going to sage myself here for a minute because I haven't really saged me. Whew. Let it be clear, universe. Let it be clear, universe. I'm just going to put this up here in my little pile of sage. Kind of looks witchy, doesn't it? And another thing I wanted to do for you, Leo, since you guys are fire signs, I wanted to do a little bit of a fire spell for you, just to send an extra light your way. Whenever you want to work with fire energy, just get yourself a white candle. You know, these are little tea candles I get from Family Dollar. And it's all about the intent that I set for you, though. So all you need is a white candle. I've got a white candle back there if you can see it a little bit. And that's a huge candle. I need a bigger lighter because it's getting down to where I can't light it. But white candles are really great. And then red candles for Leo too. So I'm just setting the intent that this fire gets sent to you, Leo, and that your spark is lit with passion. And that, you know, your hearts are full. And we're going to set this right underneath the cleansing sage under here. And there we go. You know, that's just something I like to do. And then I'm also going to light this incense. Because if air is the opposite element of you, and incense are really great for fire and air elements. So there we go, Leo. You can see a little bit of that magic going on there. And this is a moon incense, so this will help you with the Pisces moon. So here's this Leo card here that was chilling. And I just wanted to show you that, guys, this because this is where my cards left off, and I didn't even do that on purpose. But, you know, this is just the strength card in this deck. And it is telling me that some of you guys might be a little bit down on your strength, you know, or you might be helping other people out with the universe. We have this light shining in here, but I just see that this wolf is wounded. You know, this is, some of you guys might be really feeling kind of down and out, pretty emotional with this wolf just kind of in the water. There's something here about being wounded, and hopefully there's this lovely human, hopefully this person here or something in your life is here to help you. And right behind this is the Three of Cups, so hopefully some of you guys are celebrating as well. And hopefully you can still hear me as I mute this, because I ain't got no time to play with my computer keep talking to me and stuff. So I'm just going to shuffle here a bit for you, Leo. This is for the fixed fire signs. Now, first of all, Leo, before we get into talking, this is your first house energy. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this just shot out for you guys. This shot out for Aries too. But for Aries, it shot out straight up. So a lot of us are dealing with, you know, Leo, your season is so interesting because a lot of us are dealing with like deception and betrayal. Now, I don't think that's because of Leo season or anything, but I just think it's interesting. I feel like deception comes up because of how true Leo's energy is, right? How heart-centered it is. A lot of us are deceiving our own hearts. This came out in reverse for you though, Leo. So the Seven of Swords, this is about, you know, lying, cheating, sneaking. You guys are moving away from all that negative energy. Like you're not lying to yourself anymore. You don't want to be around people who lie to themselves. But this is deception in reverse. So, you know, you're coming out of a time of being stolen from passionately, being stolen from mentally. This just wanted to shoot out for you guys. And at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So these are really good sword cards to come in reverse. Now, this might be because of Mercury. When I see swords in reverse, this means your mental state, their communication. And Mercury rules communication in the mental state. And it's also in reverse. It's in retrograde. So this is like very mentally retrograde energy, but at least you're not, you know, experiencing a bunch of mental anxiety. I see you guys coming out of that at some point in August. Now, some of you guys could be still dealing with betrayal and you know, mental anxiety, but this is a sign to kind of come out of that, you know. So yeah, this card shot out for you guys, the Seven of Swords in reverse, which I like to see. So I'm just gonna keep shuffling here in reverse when my guides tell me to. I want to pay extra close attention to the cards for your reading. And then we just had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse jump out. So this is heavy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, heavy financial energy, reality, anything you can touch, see, and feel. Upright, the Queen of Pentacles is very financially stable. She has a work-home balance. So she works hard and her home life is still balanced. She doesn't overwork or anything. This is in reverse though, guys. So some of you might need to hear that about finances. Some of you have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life who may be coming back around from the past, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is the single person card. So some of you guys are no longer single because of, or maybe there's an earth sign that's no longer single, or maybe you're just not handling things financially on your own anymore. So it depends on how you take that, guys, but we've got some reversals jumping out at you. So I'm just going to try to shuffle here, but if a card jumps out, I've got to stop and see what Spirit wants to say here. So just shuffling for Leo, guides. Please, as soon as I said Leo, there's a card that jumped out. So let me see what this is here. Okay, this is the World, Leo, coming out for you. So this is a Saturnian energy, a Saturn energy. This is usually the card that talks about cycles, completing, karma. You're on this card, Leo. The four corners, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. This is all fixed energy, and there's fixed energy in August, okay, that you're involved in, Leo. And also Aquarius and you are a part of destiny right now with the North and the South Node. So this is about your world, you know. This is about you becoming completely submerged in your own passions, Leo, because we have that passionate ball of fire. So you're very submerged in an emotional passion this month. This is your first house, and you're actually taking a stand for yourself too. And now that Nine of Swords is here again, but it's upright. So there is some anxiety that you're standing up for yourself about, which is probably why some of this is completing. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Emperor. So some of you guys are really just, maybe there's some secrets that came out about an Aries, or maybe you're just not trusting your intuition about your authority or something like that. But we do have the Emperor and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So there might be an Aries in your life that you're no longer wanting to fight with, or that you're no longer being super defensive, because the Nine of Wands upright is very defensive. It's the wounded warrior card. So it's interesting that this is coming up, Leo, because Aries is the wounded warrior right now. So if there's any Leos out there dealing with Aries energy, please know that they have Chiron retrograde in their sign. So there's a lot of pain coming up. I feel a very Chiron energy with this, especially because the High Priestess is here in reverse. So it does have to do with, you know, hidden emotion, hidden secrets coming out. This might be linked to a battle you're fighting with your own authority, or your boss, or your father, or the father of your children, or you are a father, watching, but this is a very masculine energy. It could be very manipulative, but there could be something linked to an Aries, or linked to your father, or linked to a boss, or your own authority, where the Nine of Wands is saying that Leo is letting down their guard a little bit. Maybe this is to step up in a job, to take on more responsibility. But this is like healing yourself. This is definitely Aries Chiron, because we got the Wounded Warrior card in the Aries. So this is definitely Chiron and Aries. So I want you guys to look into your own birth charts of where Aries is for you, because it could reveal about these battles that you've been fighting. This battle is almost over, I'm seeing. This is a battle of passion. This is a very fiery battle with darkness and authority, and you know, you taking your power back and no longer needing to be defensive about your own heart. You know, trusting your intuition about, you know, victory. So yeah, standing up for yourself, Leo, because you know you are becoming more mentally clear about your own cycles and about your own world. And that's probably because you have solar returns, you know. So as I was saying, Leo, this is your first house in August. We did have the Eight of Wands just come out in reverse. So there might be something that you need to focus on a little bit more. Some of you guys are really putting all your focus into hearing a certain message, because the Eight of Wands upright is very fast forward movement and a message coming in, right? Text message, email, but this is in reverse. So you guys might not be receiving a message at some point in August that might be frustrating you. It might have something to do with this Tower that I just saw, the Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups. So there might be a wish that you feel is something falls down, and it's linked to the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Cups. So this is like a wish related Tower. Okay, I don't know, some of you feel like your wishes are falling apart. And then we have the Five of Cups with that beautiful bright sun under there, back there. So Leo, I'm gonna go ahead and be straight up with you. You know, this Leo season's been a bit different than any other Leo season, because Leo's all about being happy, right? Leo, when Leo season comes, it's in the summer, it's warm energy, it's child energy, it's frolic energy, just like I have here, children frolicking. This is Leo energy, feeling victorious when they're having fun and when they're being acknowledged for their happiness and their pride, and just, you know, children energy. Well, you know, this Leo season wasn't as easy as all the other Leo seasons. This is different because we have you as the North Node now. So the Sun and the North Node are working together. This is not like just any old regular Leo season. This is linked to destiny. This is a very serious Leo season. So it's like the inner child of us all is being forced to kind of grow up this Leo season. You know, this is the innocence of us kind of being corrupted to actual real life stresses and darknesses going on. So Leo, this message is for the Leos that haven't been feeling very Leo-ish. You know, your birthdays are here, and this series of birthdays for you Leos might not be as happy and fun and festive as your usual birthdays. You might not be feeling like celebrating as much. We have these 5 cups here. You are the 5th house. So you are feeling a little bit emotional, especially on this end of the spectrum when it comes to not feeling like celebrating. We did have that 3 of Cups right behind you, Leo. So it's really about knowing what to celebrate this month and knowing what not to celebrate. You know, I want you to count your victories, because this is victorious energy. And you might even move away from something victoriously this month, but this is just a little bit of a happy, sad energy. The sun is radiating happiness on this woman here, but she's dressed in all black. She's a little bit depressed, you know what I mean, Leo? So, you know, it's just a little bit interesting here how I've been really picking up on that for my Leo clients. You know, I've been really watching Leo energy, kind of, you know, my Leo friends and just Leos in my life, and I have a significant Leo moon friend in my life. So, you know, there's just a lot of darkness to this Leo season, that the sun is kind of, you know, allowing us to gain enlightenment. So this is a very good card that combines light and dark together. I want you guys to know that there are 2 cups still over here, especially if this involves a relationship or some sort of there might be 3 important emotions that you feel, or 3 important people or situations or choices, but don't pay attention to what has gone and left and lost and over, because right here to your left are 2 beautiful filled cups, which might belong to 2 people that really love each other. So that might be linked to something that you're not hearing about, something that's not taking flight. You know, Leo in August may feel a little bit like this woman in the Tower. You know, this is 2 women here. At her lowest of low, she's being asked to remember her emotional fulfillment, her wishes. So when you do feel like this, In August, Leo, when you feel like everything's crumbling down and everything's just over, there might be sudden, this doesn't have to be bad. The Tower is not a bad thing. This is a Scorpio energy, Leo. So in order for you to get what you want, this is all you want. Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment, being surrounded by emotional things that fulfill you. In order for you to get for what you want, you know, something that you don't want has to end, Leo. This is a cat here. Leo is a cat. So this is definitely a Leo energy. Remember, we had the Strength card where there was a person on the ground and they were by water, and then there was something helping them out. So allow a feminine energy to help you out this month emotionally, Leo. When you're down and out, remember what fulfills you. Remember all the things, like count your blessings, basically. So it's interesting, this Tower and this Nine of Cups. If anything falls apart for you in August, Leo, it's ultimately to get you closer to your goals and your wish fulfillment, okay? So your cards are almost ready, Leo. Let me just shuffle a little bit more. I'm going to turn a few more cards right side up. Okay. And then I'm going to do a couple of shuffles like this. You definitely need to make sure that you're resting this month, Leo. I know you're feeling the fire and you're trying to be very, very Leo, but just keep in mind that the universe is using Leo energy a bit differently this year. You know, you've got a lot of energy in Leo this month. The sun, the moon, Mercury retrograde, the North Node, especially around the 11th when we had that eclipse in Leo. Eclipses can be very draining, and I just, yeah, see, we have the moon there. So this is Pisces energy, taking a closer look at the things that are hidden and out of sight. That's that Pisces full moon at the end of the month there. So, all right, Leo, I think you're ready. I'm going to cut the deck here. I'm trying to, whoa. Trying to be a bit more apt to shuffle and stuff like that. And we have the Devil in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you, there might be some sort of earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Capricorn's showing up a lot here for you, Leo. There's a reverse Capricorn here. So this might be a Capricorn in your life that's not feeling very good, not feeling very happy. They're not in the upright. So there's something that ain't right with them, right? They're not really present. Something's going on. But if this is not a Capricorn, this is a representation of something toxic leaving you or you leaving it, Leo. I love to see the Devil in reverse, but not if it stands for passion. So let me be careful here, because my guides just kind of showed me that the Devil card is also lust and passion. So this might be a lack of passion and a lack of lust that Leo is feeling in August, which is not good for a very passionate sign like you, Leo. You know, you're all about pleasure. So I really want you to think about your pleasures in August this month. What causes you happiness? What causes you pleasure? What causes you, you know, to feel good inside? You know, you're all about the heart. So I'm sitting here talking to everybody else about Leo energy. We can't forget about you, Leo. You are the child. You are the heart. You are the sun. So it's very important that you are feeling passionate and that your sex life and your sexual desires are feeling good too. Interesting that that's coming up because Pisces is your 8th house. So you're going to have a full moon in your 8th house at the end of this month, which is passion. This is transformation. This is sexual energy. So there might be some of you here that just aren't really sexually fulfilled. You're not feeling very passionate or lustful. This might be a lack of lust in your lifestyle. But then again, there's a very positive message here for some of you about an addiction, you getting a hold of an addiction. Maybe someone in your life is getting a hold of an addiction, which is starting the path to sobriety. Now, there's a lot of ways that we can be sober. We can be mentally sober, spiritually sober. This is just being clear-minded, right? And we get more clear on things. Clarity comes when toxic people, places, and things leave our life. So this could be something you feel chained to, that you finally feel free from. Could be a past relationship or a job or a money situation. But it's very much linked to something that the chains have been broken. So there's a free feeling here, Leo. You've been cut away from things that chain you down and cause you to be sad. And there's only up from here, you know. So as the end of the month approaches, you know, it's definitely a good opportunity for you to think about what you have, you know, what belongs to you, your resources, and what makes you happy, you know what I mean, and the details about that. So when the sun moves into Virgo and when all this energy kind of leaves you alone, all that'll be left is your North Node in Leo. So this will be about the direction you're going. You'll be able to focus more on the direction you're going in, Leo. And I think a lot of the pressure will kind of ease up as you move away from toxicity towards the end of the month. So let's see what comes out for you, Leo. We're just going to get 6 cards on the table, and we're going to go from there. So this is for Leo for August 2018. Are there any messages for Leo for August 2018? August 2018 for Leo. This is their solar return, fixed fire in our universe. So what's going on? We just almost had a Sagittarius pop out, which is temperance, patience, balance, moderation, alchemy, testing the waters. So that almost came out, guys. Might be a significant Sagittarius that didn't quite pop out, but you know, they tried to show themselves. So we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. This came up for, I believe this came up for, yeah, it came up for Taurus. So let's keep on shuffling here. I'm going to get all the cards before I start channeling and kind of, okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands. That's very Leo energy. Let's make sure you can see this here. So Queen of Wands, 4 of Cups. Okay, let's see what else comes out for Leo energy. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse, which is Neptune retrograde. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is linking to Taurus. Taurus had these same energies, guys. So this is pretty interesting there. That Taurus is linking with Leo. So I'm telling you, there's something here that you need to keep a closer eye on. You need to really pay attention to the details here towards the end of the month when Virgo comes in. Because your second house, which is Taurus ruled, even though it's Virgo for you, it's going to bring up that Taurus energy. Okay, now we have these 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which was another thing that kept showing up for Taurus. And then I know that's for you because I just looked down and look what's on the bottom of the deck. This is strength. This is you, Leo, courage. So there's something here about an imbalance. Like you're feeling pretty imbalanced this month, especially towards the end of the month. You're really gonna need to make sure that your finances and your resources are balanced, which is don't be just giving out a free hand to people, Leo, like letting people borrow money and stuff. Very important that your resources are balanced and fair and equal towards the end of the month, because Virgo is your second house. So let's get one last card for Leo, please. And it just shot out, and there's a little bit of a message there that I'm going to read to you. And we have the 5 of Wands, which was a significant card that came up for Aries. So I'm seeing a bit here already, guys. I'm going to move this down a bit because I'm trying to work on my angles here so that people can see. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. And so the bottom of the deck for you is the same energy for Taurus. I'm pretty sure that Taurus got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of their deck for the whole entire reading. So this does have to do with karma. It has to do with the direction in life. This is a very North Node energy. Now let's check this deck out here real quick because this is a message for you, and I'm just going to leave this to the side. But this 3 of Cups stuck around throughout your whole reading, Leo. When I first looked at your card, remember at the beginning of the video, the card that was right behind you was the 3 of Cups. So this is like either a third party situation that some of you guys are thinking about. Remember, we had that 5 of Cups, and then we have the 4 of Cups. So in the 5 of Cups and in the 4 of Cups, these 3 cups are very significant. Okay, so there's these 3 cups that are kind of everywhere in your reading. Okay, there's something here about 3 different people. It could be 3 different choices, or you and 2 different people, because you could be involved in this. So one of these people are you, and then there's 2 other people. So this doesn't have to be a third party. This is talking about celebrations, Leo. This is your birthday. So the main message here is that Leo should be celebrating this month. No matter how you feel, you need to celebrate being alive, celebrate your heart, celebrate the love in your life, celebrate family and being here for another year and being another year older, and the sun being in Leo. Like for you guys, when the sun's in Leo, it don't matter what the universe is doing. You're the center of the universe. The sun is the largest star, and when it goes into Leo, it shines its brightest. It shines in Aries too, but because it's exalted in Aries, but it shines for Leo the most. Leo, you guys are the sun in many people's life. I want you to know that you guys light up a lot of people's world. You're that light in the dark room or in the dark realm of despair for a lot of people. You come, with a celebratory attitude. Leo is the life of the party. So I want you to know that even though you're feeling down in the dumps, know that you are someone else's light. You know, the sun is so underrated. You know, like, what would we do if all the Leos just left this planet? That would be very much like the sun just never shining again. So, you know, there is something to be celebrated this month. So I want you to think about everything you've accomplished, whether it was just getting up in the morning. Getting out of bed is an accomplishment. Walking down the street is an accomplishment. You know, getting over a toxic relationship, or, you know, quitting a job that no longer served you, or just not being a piece of shit, you know. So celebratory energy. This is a social energy. There might be times where, you know, there's a lot of friends coming to drink and socializing. But this is also a third party. And for some of you, I want to mention an air sign. I want to mention an earth sign. And I want to mention a water sign. Because we have blue, green, and white. So this reminds me of air, earth, and water. If you don't have a significant Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life, then this is about what you think, what you see in reality, and what you feel. So there might be something that you feel which is different than what you think, which is different than what's real in your reality. So that might be this third party here that's really distracting you this month. Now be careful, because this is the Two of Cups, right? Like these are two people that are kind of enjoying each other, and then there's this third element that's holding hands with this woman and keeping a cup hidden. So you see that there, Leo, this might be a third party for some of you, where there was a relationship already, but you don't feel emotionally connected to that person, even though you're kind of holding hands with them, but you're emotionally connected to someone else. So I just want you to take a look at what's going on in this card, how the person holding hands with the blue is not showing their emotion. Like there's something significant about this woman holding out. You know, why isn't her cup up here? So I don't know. Every time I see this card, I just feel a little fishy about this bitch in white. So just be very careful, okay? Now, behind this card is the Chariot in reverse. So, you know, this is like not feeling very victorious enough to celebrate with your friends this month, Leo. Something's not moving as fast as you want it to, because upright, this is very fast forward movement. This is the Chariot. This is a Cancer card. So you guys might be dealing with the moon's energy. This is Cancerian energy, your 12th house. So, you know, some of you could be dealing with a Cancer who's, you know, not right side up. We have significant people coming into your reading that are not right side up. They're not on the up and up. Something ain't right with them. So maybe they're not moving fast enough for you. Maybe they're just not talking, or maybe they're just not present, you know. But there's something with this Chariot in reverse, this Cancer character. And, you know, for those of you Leos listening that are with Cancer, I want you to keep in mind that you're ruled by the sun and they're ruled by the moon. So that's a very masculine and feminine relationship. That's basically an eclipse. So whenever a Leo and a Cancer get together, a lot of changes happen. A lot of sudden endings and beginnings happen. You guys have to compromise, because you guys are just polar opposites. It's even worse than Aquarius and Leo in Cancer and Capricorn. Like Leo and Cancer are way more opposite. So for those of you who aren't resonating with that, this is just like the lack of movement. Like some of you guys just don't feel like moving. Or maybe you just can't move. I just heard that song in my head with Sia, My Love. It's like, go, 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 figure it out, don't stop moving, go, 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 my love is only... It's called My Love. I don't know the lyrics, but I'm going to listen to it after your video. You guys might want to listen, because when I get songs in my head, because it goes, go, 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 figure it out, don't stop moving. So this is like you not feeling like you can move forward. So, you know, this could be something, an obstacle in your way, Leo. And here's the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, earth sign energy, water sign. Some of you guys are literally in a three-way triangle with an earth sign and a water sign. And you guys might be the person in white, because we've got earth and water here, right? And then we've got two threes that are cups and pentacles. So this is about earth and water. Now, there needs to be some sort of grounding of your emotion. But I'm seeing that there might be a third party here for some of you involving a Cancer. Like some of you guys just aren't feeling fulfilled with that water sign. So there's an earth sign in the mix. All right. There's something going on here with the third parties, because I got 3 and 3. Now, this could just be a very strong trinity, right? It doesn't have to be someone cheating on you. It could be you, a person, and a child. So I want you to pay attention to who these three people represent. It could be three different jobs. It could be your emotion and your logic and your mind. Just, you know, it could be your sun, moon, and your rising. Trinities, you know. It's not always a bad thing, but we do have the Three of Pentacles, which is talking about working together. So some of you guys are in groups, or it's your social life where you need to really go according to plan. You need to work hard at what you're trying to accomplish. This is you working really hard on your victories that have not come true yet. Working really hard on a plan to move forward with somebody or something. Now, it does have to do with a relationship for a lot of you. Some of this is friends and work. I do see that there's three significant people that need to work together in the situation because you guys are all very unique and different. Yeah. So there's something that you're working on building, Leo, but you don't feel very victorious in it. But it's still something to celebrate. We have the Six of Cups coming up here. And I love this energy because it has that young boy. So some of you guys have a unique child. There could be a young son or daughter involved, but this is the past card. Leo, you have Mercury retrograde. So this is either you going back to somebody from the past or someone coming back from the past for you. Like, there are 7 planets retrograde in August. So it's almost impossible to ignore the past, especially because we have the South Node, which is right across from you in your 7th house. So Leo, you don't know it, but the South Node being in your 7th house automatically brings up past life relationships. So you are in the relationship with the past anyways. And Mercury retrograde in your sign is just kind of having you think about that in a different way. When Mercury retrogrades in a person's sign, it's all about changing the way that you see something, changing the way that you communicate and the way that you think. So this is like a soulmate, okay? This is the Six of Cups. So there could be something here about a soulmate coming back, which is, you might already be with someone else though. You might already be in a situation where you're working on another relationship with someone you like. And then all of a sudden this person comes back from your past. Could be a Cancer, could be a earth sign, water sign, could be an Aries for some of you. This might not be a relationship, but there's something about, you know, the past. This is nostalgic energy. So this could just be you returning back to childhood places in August at some point, really reminiscing on, you might be connecting with childhood friends because we do see the Three of Cups here. There could be a Cancer coming back from the past or just the past coming back. The Cancer does rule the past. So this is about you working on your past, you know, working to let go of that, celebrating things from the past that are just, maybe you're celebrating something, maybe a person is maybe you finally put a person, place, or thing in your past, and you're happy that you put it behind you. But Cancer does rule the past because Capricorn rules the future. So you're dealing with the past here, Leo, a lot, and you're working on something in the present, even though, like, the past is surrounding you, though. And we have the Fool card with a little kitty. So this is Leo. And this is a risk. So there might be a soulmate and you might be taking a risk on something from your past. This could be a job you used to do. This could be moving back to a childhood home environment or moving back to a childhood, something from your childhood or something from your past years ago. But this is a childhood energy. But since I'm talking to you, Leo, this is the child within you. Whenever I think about children, so when I see children in your reading, Leo, which I do see some, it's about, you know, it's the inner child. Like, some of you may have children, but if you don't, please know that this is talking about the child that exists within your heart. Like, there's a gift being given to this, an older woman, and there's a younger person. So, you know, you might be the younger person in someone's life, you might be the older person, but there's a significant age difference here. This is talking about the past offering you something, right? It's growing. It's something that's beautiful. It's abundant, and you're working on that, and you might have to take a risk with something nostalgic from your childhood. You know, it might have to do with an Aries energy, okay? This is Aries. This is a risk. This is a new journey, you know, so there's something new starting. So we've got new energy and past energy kind of intertwining. And the last card we have is the Knight of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy. This might be a Gemini that's not on the up and up with you, but this is communication. This is thoughts. This is like not moving forward, upright. This is one of the fastest moving knights in the tarot. It's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But, you know, there's no forward movement. We have 2 cards here now that talk about not moving forward. Could be with a Cancer, could be with Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It could just be your mental. Actually, this is really coinciding with the Cancer reading now, because these two cards showed up for the Cancer reading, because the Cancer card does talk about moving forward mentally, even though there's something in your physical environment that's an obstacle. So overcoming obstacles in a victorious way, mentally. And we have these both in reverse, so there's something that you're not quite feeling victorious over mentally, Leo, in spite of how your physical environment looks. Like, there's a mental energy here that is just not feeling very victorious. So there's something you don't have clarity on in your past. Maybe there's something that you can't move forward with, you can't really take a risk with, because you're stuck in the past. Like, there's some person that you just can't get over, or maybe it has to do with a child. Maybe you're still working on something with someone who you're at a soul connection with. So it's really stopping you from taking a jump forward and moving forward mentally. Maybe you're just thinking about the consequences of your future. So before, you're really focusing on your past before you move forward into your future. Now, the way that this is showing me, it looks like this soulmate is very magical. Like, there's a risk here that you might want to take with a soulmate from your past life, or from the past, someone who's coming back up from the past. You might want to take a risk there, because this Fool is throwing magic onto that Six of Cups. So there's a risk here coming back up from your past, okay? So we'll keep that chunk right there, because that came out for you. And holy hell, you know, we've got a whole reading here. Please pardon my voice. It's just pretty strained, and you know, I'm just still getting well here. But Leo, let's see. We have the Four of Cups in reverse to start it. So this is going to be the first half of August. So this is Leo season. So you come into August with the Four of Cups energy. So right side up, the Four of Cups talks about a person who's really in deep contemplation. You see how this woman is staring out the window? She's really in deep thought about, you know, some of the things that are emotionally on her mind. This is when you're like daydreaming outside a window. She is really caught up in whatever she's thinking about. We don't know what she's thinking about. She's in such deep thought. And this is you, Leo, or someone in your life, but I think this is you, to the point where you're very distracted in the beginning of August. You know, it might be about your birthday. We have these 3 cups down here. So keep in mind, whenever we see these 3 cups, it's this. It's these 3 people. Okay? It's this risk or whatever. So we've got these 3 cups hidden under. So you straight up go into August with hidden emotion, because these cups are hidden under the table. So you're trying to hide how you feel. You know, you're trying to go out and party and drink and have fun, even though you're really just not in it on a heart level. And Leo, let me tell you, it is very, very painful for you to do things that your heart is not involved in, because you're a Leo. You know, what is a child only does things that their heart really desires, whether that's picking up a piece of dirt and throwing a rock into a river. Their heart is connected to it. So this is deep contemplation about, you know, you asking the universe for help. You know, there's something that you can't solve on your own. So you're kind of isolated and you're on your own in this room. This is usually a person who's sitting by a tree, but remember, this came up in reverse. So maybe you're not distracted anymore. This is a missed opportunity as well, because in this deck, this is the Ace of Cups on the table. You are not seeing this cup though, because your perception is somewhere else. About it's focused on these 3 cups. So there might be you might be confused between 2 people or 2 jobs or something this month, but your focus is really on something that you're not feeling like celebratory about. You know, you're not so it's your birthday energy, you know, like you're down in the dumps or something. Or for some of you, it is a relationship that you're confused about. You are emotionally distracted about something this month that has been hidden under the table, out of sight, out of mind, but you're really, really caught up in it, and you're missing an opportunity here. But since this is reversed, first of all, these cups are pouring out now. So if there's any emotion or water in those cups, when a cup card is in reverse, it is definitely draining, right? And we have the Ace of Cups in reverse for you too. So there's some sort of new love in your life that you're just not really feeling emotionally fulfilled with. It's a new opportunity. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a new job or a new home or a new friendship. But, you know, this Ace of Cups was offered to you at the beginning of August, and, you know, maybe you accepted it. Maybe it was a missed opportunity. I feel like upright, this is a missed opportunity. So if we reverse that meaning, it may mean that even though you weren't really, you accepted a cup that just because. You know, I feel like, you know, some of you guys were just feeling lonely. And, you know, Leo, you guys get a lot of offers because you're very social. You guys are very attractive. So you guys have multiple love options most of the time. But just be careful, you know, Leo. It's better to be alone and authentic than to be with someone that your heart's not really involved in. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is the Four of Cups in reverse. This might be you coming out of deep contemplation. You know, you came into August feeling very emotionally tied up in a person, place, or thing. So you might be like doing less daydreaming about that. But I do see there's something here with a love offer that you may have accepted at the beginning of August, but the end of August looks like that same Ace of Cups is larger now, but still in the reverse. I don't like seeing that because it's a missed opportunity at a new beginning. So moving on here, we have the Queen of Wands, which is definitely a Leo energy, even if you're a male. This is the Queen of Fire. So this is about you being a leader, you know, you really stepping into your authority when it comes to creative passions. Very fiery energy, very, very sassy energy. You being that king and that queen that you are, Leo. And look at the crowd that's around you. So this is about you being surrounded by people, but, you know, you not really giving a shit. Because, you know, you could feel alone in a room full of 100 people. And someone can be alone and not feel lonely at all. So don't connect loneliness with being alone. Because, you know, we do see a person who's pretty alone in this picture here. But she might not feel lonely because her emotions are keeping her company. Her thoughts are keeping her company. You have quite the crowd, Leo. So some of you guys have access to the collective, like you're talking to large groups of people. I always feel like this woman is like giving a speech or something. And she's got a very interesting look on her face. It's just kind of smug. You know, these people are kind of congratulating her or something, but look at her face. You know, she looks like a Leo. You know, this is definitely Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. I'm picking up your energy, and we have this red ribbon here, which is the same ribbon on the Sun card. And that's the ribbon of like success and vitality. So I think you're stepping, like this Leo energy, the beginning of August, it really does kind of set in with you, and you really do start feeling that Leo authority, you know, that Leo passion, that Leo leadership, leading by creativity, leading in a passionate way, being having authority over your desires. And so then we move into the Hanged Man reverse. So this is a card that came up for Aries, I believe, or maybe it came up for Taurus, maybe. But this Hanged Man in reverse is coming up. Now, this is how the Hanged Man is in the right form. The Hanged Man is hanging upside down anyways. And the reason why the Hanged Man is hanging upside down is because he does feel stuck and he feels like he can't go anywhere. And we already know that about you, Leo, that in August you're feeling this stagnant energy, you know, Mercury retrograde, all this stuff. Thank God the sun doesn't retrograde. What the fuck? But anyways, you know, this is Neptune retrograde, which is happening in your 8th house, okay? So Neptune retrograde is coming up in your reading. For some reason, it's very important. It's linked to your passion. It's linked to this transformation. It's linked to the emotional nostalgia and the emotional daydreaming. You're doing a lot of emotional daydreaming. Maybe you're reminiscing on a time when you felt emotional. Maybe you're reminiscing on love, Leo, reminiscing on a time where you really felt filled and passionate with another person. And that is missing in your relationships. And you don't know what to do about it. So you feel stuck like this Hanged Man. But the Hanged Man is seeing something in a different way. So there's something that you need to see about yourself in a different way, Leo, which is why Mercury is retrograde in Leo, so that you can see and think differently. This is happening in the reverse. So this is you becoming unstuck. This is you, you know, maybe you're not seeing something in a different way, though, so that's interesting. But this is about, you know, the world is very topsy-turvy right now. I can tell you that, Leo. The world is upside down right now. So it makes perfect sense that the Hanged Man is like right side up, because when the world turns upside down, the Hanged Man actually is right side up. So this person actually looks like they're standing now, right? And this tree is coming out of the sky. But this is how the Hanged Man is. This is a tree and someone is hanging in the tree. Do you see that there? But this came up reverse for you. So this is about enlightenment. This is about you becoming enlightened to something that, you know, it's very ass backwards. Like, this is about you seeing things from a different angle and becoming enlightened. And it might have to do with some kind of conflict, Okay, because we do have the Five of Wands, which reminds me of Leo energy. Now, keep in mind, we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck here. So there is a direction in August that you got to decide to go in, Leo. You know, it's either blue fairy or red fairy. You know what I'm saying? Like, then this, to me, this is like more of the negative, like, dark energy, like the fiery, passionate energy. This is more of like the light and the emotional. So there might be a fire and a water sign significant here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Or just you expressing your emotion about the direction you want to turn the wheel in. Because this is a wheel that is turning. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Everybody's fortune, everybody's karma, everybody's destiny. It's turning because of Aquarius in Leo being the South Node. And right behind the Wheel of Fortune is the Two of Wands. So you see how there's a push and a pull. I'm pushing up, pulling away from you. Another song coming up for you, Leo. Young Blood. So you want me out of your life, and I'm just a dead man walking tonight. Ooh. You might want to listen to that song. I'm pushing up, pulling. There might be like a push and a pull, because to have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands, I don't think I've ever seen it together in a deck before. So this is literally a crossroads. There are forces pulling Leo in the negative forces, positive forces. Just know you are being fought over, Leo. Your soul is being fought over. And I feel like this full moon in Pisces is really gonna push the ship into a certain direction. It's gonna take you on a certain path. The Two of Wands is all about being at a crossroad. One path, you've got two paths in front of you, and they're both karmic. You have a decision to make. Either you stay on the path that you're walking, and it's a comfortable path, you've walked it many times, or you have an option to grow, Leo, the path of comfort or the path of mystery. You can choose something new that will grow you and expand you, or you can choose the same old, same old. I'm not judging. It depends on every different Leo. All of you are in different spots. I don't know what you karma. This is linked to your karma. So just know whatever path you choose in August is going to change the direction of your life completely. You know, we only have a couple more months left of the North Node in Leo, so your destiny is getting down to the nitty-gritty. I mean, the North Node is at 5 degrees Leo. When it gets down to 0, when it gets down to 29 degrees Cancer, it's not gonna be in your sign. But, you know, you're definitely at a crossroads here, because this person is hanging on to both the wands. Usually the Two of Wands, there's only one wand that the person's hanging on to, and the other one's like off to the side. This is showing me that Leo is very passionate about both of these people. Very passionate about both of these jobs or both of these choices. And you're going to really need to make a choice of integrity. This is an all grown up decision. The wheel is turning for you, Leo. And look at all these candles in the back. I think those are 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles lit back there. So you guys need to light some candles and pray for guidance. So we're back here with this Ace of Cups. And it's here with this 4 of Cups. So there's a missed opportunity here of emotion. You guys are feeling pretty emotionally drained, and this is distracting you this month. This has to do with a new beginning of some sort that you're just not emotionally connected with. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or just you feeling emotionally drained and just, you know, this is a missed opportunity in love. It's a missed opportunity to heal and to start new. Upright, this is a beautiful card. I mean, it's a beautiful card like that, but look how the cup is pouring. It's draining now. Draining. And this is more explosive, like, yay, new love, new healing, new life, new everything. But this is in reverse, so it's like not really healing over a certain person, place, or thing. Maybe there's someone new that comes into your life, or it could be someone old. Remember, it could be someone from your past that offers you something, and you're just like, nah, like you're turning down love offers. This is a turning down a love offer too. You know, and this, remember, this is the Ace of Cups. So whenever the 4 of Cups and the Ace of Cups is in a reading, it tells me that there's the 5 of Cups energy where, you know, Leo is just feeling a little bit hung up on something that didn't work out in the past. So, you know, you're too busy belonging to somebody to belong to someone new. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is really important for you, stepping into the 2nd house energy. Upright, this is fairness. See the balance scale? Could be a Libra. This is, look at all the children, Leo. You might have some children here. There might be some unfairness here about financial stability with a child. Like, you might really need some help from your partner to help out with family needs and children and stuff like that. This is the give and the take. You know, this is, you know, 6 pentacles. Like, this woman is hanging on to 2 pentacles. This child has a pentacle. All these children. There's a pentacle for everyone, right? There's enough to go around. But in reverse, Leo, this tells me that at the end of the month, there's some financial, career, job, money-related stuff that really needs some sifting through. Like, you want to make sure what you're giving out, whether it's to family or not, you're getting the same amount in return. You're getting repaid for it. This is a job that you're working really hard at that might not pay enough. So please make sure that you are getting your financial balance in order when all this energy moves from your first house to your second house, okay? This is about you really taking passionate authority in your career and taking a stand. You know, look at all these people that want a handout from you, Leo. All these people here. When it's like, you know, if you give attention to all those things, to all that partying and stuff, it's your family, your ultimate immediate family that's going to suffer, right? That might be why there's no love. Now, there's also a message here about you declining somebody emotionally because you know that they're not balanced. They're not fair. They're not just. You're not getting emotionally what you're giving in return. At the beginning of the month, this had you really, really fucked up. You know, you were really thinking about that a lot until you finally got your power back. And then, you know, we end the month on an interesting note, Leo. We've got the 5 of Wands. You're the 5th house. So we've got 5 fiery wands here. So this is you feeling very fired up in 5 different ways. There might be a lot of different versions of yourself feeling different ways. This is the card of conflict, okay? We kind of had the 5 of Cups. We have a hint here of hidden conflict in your reading. This is people around you not really agreeing. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has different backgrounds. Everybody has different beliefs. And in this card, you know, everybody's fighting to express themselves, but no one's really getting their point across. Now, nobody's really fighting here. Nobody's hitting each other. There's no real violence. But you have to be careful because, you know, what if there was a beehive right here? If there was a beehive right here, then it'd be a little bit more scary to have these people waving those wands around, right? So you want to be careful of the situations you're in that involve conflict at the end of the month, especially with that Pisces full moon in your 8th house. That's going to really shed light on some intimate transformation for you, Leo. It might be this conflict that needs to transform. It might be this that you're trying to see in a different way. Now, some of you guys could have a Pisces in your life that there's some conflict about. Now, there's a lot of people in your reading, Leo. I'm seeing there's a lot of people here. Do you see the crowd? And then we have a lot of like little small children, family. And then we have all this. So there's something here about your social life this month and all the people that surround you, Leo. Not all of them are good people. Some of them are very negative and Debbie Downers, and some of them are just very narrow-minded people who aren't willing to budge or compromise. Significant Pisces coming up here. Significant fire sign or water sign. We have water, we have earth, we have fire, but we don't have any sword cards. So that's interesting, Leo. Very, very interesting that Venus is in your 3rd house. So this is really causing you to have to communicate with those you love. Okay, communicating from the heart. I'm surprised the 3 of Swords didn't show up here. We have the King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of earth energy here. We have earth here. So as far as your finances and your foundation, that needs to have a little bit more balance, which Virgo season is going to help you with. As far as fire, you're looking good, Leo. You're the Queen of Fire. You're the King of Fire. You're really being royal. You know, you're stepping into that royalness of your creativity, but there's also some linked conflict of expression. So you might just feel a little bit conflicted about how to express yourself because you're feeling a little bit stuck and you're feeling a bit emotionally drained. Yeah, emotionally, you're very distracted and drained and not very emotionally present. And then, you know, as far as swords, there's absolutely no swords in your reading. So that tells me that Leo is not communicating. They're not expressing themselves. There's no clarity. So I don't know where your thoughts are because they're not in the reading. There might be an air. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they're absent. I don't know where they are. Like, they're not here. And that might be why things are not balanced and why, you know. So there's something here about the missing air element. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Air is your opposite sign. So there needs to be balance between you and the air element right now. So hopefully this helped a little bit, Leo. I mean, overall, this is definitely about a change of direction for you in August. And because of this decision you have to make, you know, all of these emotions and feelings are coming up, but you need to get clarity on something, especially the lack of love going on in your life and the lack of balance. But you are becoming unstuck, and you're going to be moving forward more and more and more as you fight through this conflict and you move into Virgo season and then Libra season, and then, you know, we're going to be moving down. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I hope you guys had a great August, and that, you know, you're enjoying the sun being in your sign, even though everything else is pretty crazy. It's still your birthday, Leo. Please celebrate. Even though there's so much stuff going on, you have a lot to celebrate. No matter what's going on in the love department or in the financial department, because those are the two areas of your life that are causing the most strife right now, is love and finances. You as an individual, when you're standing alone in your power, you're great. You're feeling good, you're feeling sexy, you're feeling like a leader, you're feeling prideful, you know, you're becoming unstuck, all this stuff. But when we get to the emotions about things and when we get to finances, that's where things are a little bit weird. So you want to, you know, this is what's becoming unstuck though. Emotionally, the love life, there is something here. The more and more you decide to see something for what it is, the more and more you change your perspective about something, Leo, the more unstuck you're going to become, the more less conflicted and imbalanced things will be. You know, this is definitely talking about Libra in your third house of communication, okay? There's something that's not balanced in your love life, because this is love and balance. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. So I think that's all I have for you guys. Other than that, happy birthday. Check out my new moon in Leo message for you guys, and I will be back at the end of the month to talk about the Pisces full moon. And if I don't see you there, I will see you in September in Virgo season. All right, guys. See ya.